skill issue.
Nice car.
I can't. Yeah, let's get right to it. Monster Hunter Miles has been out for a month now, and it has been an experience. Hunt, hoard, and hustle, tracking titanic terrors, digging deep into Gemma's chest, and acquiring awe-inspiring armor to flaunt the finest of drip. And let me tell you, this game looks beautiful. When it's not bending your GPU and AMD RX over, whispering into its ear, "Don't worry, it'll all be over soon." For a change, you are already playing an established hunter in the world, with their own brand of autism to be included with several other hunters. Forget Avis or Astrum unit here, we are on the Spectrum unit.
I'm retarded?
Ranging from Hammer Bro, Laios from Dungeon Menchie, that 4chan user behind the pony jar, Mia Khalifa, I will not disgrace Gemma, she's great, my queen, as well as, the sad.
Stop fucking crying, bitch! Where?
And the plot of this game is very simple. We must return the sad back home. So we bring out the only man for the job. Whispers have been told about this hunter. From the golden arches of glory to the playgrounds of pure joy. This crimson caped crusader of cheer, the sultan of smiles, the kingpin of kindness, and the mother of the Big Mac. Ronald America McDonald! I was going to make it Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure until I read what the creator's name was. Yeah, that's a nice Kiryu, but not really what I'm looking for. Let's try this one. Yeah, that's John Paul I can't.
It's okay. And your brother, where is he? He told me to run. And he stayed. Sounds like trouble, yeah?
Can you tell us where he is?
Oh, and sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce. No wonder the sad is crying. How am I supposed to comfort someone when Ronald sounds like a demon? Ronald sounds like what Shara Ishvalda looks like. It is weird having your hunter talk for the first time, but it's something I guess we will all have to get used to considering the felines talk too.
Can we get out of here? I almost wet my fur.
Yeah, let's move.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Trust and believe we didn't need this level of customization in a Monster Hunter. I'm not complaining, but I knew the second my friend mentioned openly that director Yuya Takota was like Icarus flying too close to the sun when these words escaped my friend's vocal cords. You can customize the text on stickers.
What?
This won't go wrong. No, we would never abuse this system. We will say the nicest of things. We will be friendly to each other. We will be the most polite hunters.
You serve zero purpose. You should
Triple cart.
yourself now.
You take a picture with your ass out and your back bent in with your...
She took the fucking kiss.
Let me make something clear before we get any further. My entire channel has been created and dedicated in stating my own opinion of different media you should experience before you're gone. By the way, the answer is yes. Please buy this game, please play it, it's totally worth it. However, it has some issues, and I have noticed the community has been absolutely on fire, and both sides have valid criticism. However, here is the problem. If you place 10 people in a room to discuss the majesty that is Gemma's entire form, just one person will point to Eric and say, actually, argument invalid, look at that. And then racial slurs will be tossed as fast as some people's GPUs are frying trying to render half of Gemma's pixels. First and foremost, let's get this one out of the way right away. The story is just alright, and to be fair, Monster Hunter stories have always been just alright, except for you. It's a game about jumping monsters and beating the dog piss out of them. You really don't need a riveting plot to do that. The problem, and once again I agree with most people, is you are forced to ride the Sacrets and listen to them go on and on about stuff you really don't care about. When you're just here to hit things, your entire job is to make sure the two shitiots in your group don't die. And for God's sakes, why is your blacksmith following you into battle? Like, if she just gets fucking obliterated by a Ray Dow, what, we're just gonna have to start taking Werner on a pass? I'm not taking Werner. Werner sucks and his weird dragon milk. It's totally not a stand-in for a different thing. Ugh.
You want some? This bitch empty.
Listen, in case most people are interested in the story, I'm glad that you are. I'm not here to spoil anything or really talk about it in depth, but I agree, there should have been two separate stories, kind of like with Rise. One for hunting cool monsters with your friends, and the single-player experience where you learn the story with the Sad, Nata, and his people.
Ah, now death greets me with a new mask. Or are you my salvation? So, what shall it be? Should I leave it to fate?
No, we're gonna save you!
The other valid criticism that bothers me is people want to ignore sometimes. Look, this game just runs like shit sometimes. I understand there's a decent majority of people running this game, and it's running perfectly fine. But it's also understandable to complain to game companies if you spent close to almost $100 for a product that just does not work for everybody. It's bullshit, it's a dumb thing that we're ever arguing about, and other people are like, clown emoji on the Steam review because you didn't upgrade your computer to the greatest. Shut up!
Shut up!
That's a dumb thing to complain about. They're trying to play the game with you. They have a right to complain. But let's move off of the valid criticism and let's talk about one of the stupid points that everybody keeps bringing up. I see a lot of comments of people saying this, and it actually makes me mad. The wound system makes monsters too easy. The Clutch Claw in World was better. My brother in Christ, it's basically the same mechanic. The wound system lets you chain lock a monster. The Clutch Claw let you chain lock a monster. Have you not seen a random 4-stack party in World when Slinger ammo drops? That monster's getting chain stunned. It's the same mechanic. Another complaint I've been seeing that it seems like the large minority, I want to make it very clear, a minority is saying this. These are basically the same people that's saying the wound system sucks. This voice is killing me. This game doesn't have enough monsters, okay? There's not as many as World has, when they clearly have like 40 hours in the first like 2 days. You're like, how have you stayed up this long? But you can't be rude to these people because you can hand them chocolate ice cream and they will absolutely attempt to convince you it was vanilla. Wilds has one less monster than Worlds on release. Worlds also released monsters slowly after full release, and I think a lot of people tend to forget that there were a bunch of monsters that weren't included in base, that if you play Iceborne now as a new player, there's a bunch of monsters that are there, like Devil Joe or Basil Geese, that weren't there on initial release. I feel like I'm getting too negative, but let's do one fun one before we close this small little section off. The Ardian weapon system is really cool. I actually like it. Too bad they all look like ass.
They'll be returned to you at once.
Thanks for letting us use them.
We'll be going then.
As the end card there said, I don't want this video to get much longer, so this is just some real off-script Minerva. I'm very tired. I've been working on this for a minute. I have a little over 50 hours on one character, give or take a few more on others. and I've beaten almost every tempered monster, with the only one I haven't beaten being Gravios. I just cannot find a good version of him. We are getting another monster in April, so that's very good. I think it's already been spoiled. I will throw it up here. And you know what? I bet we're getting tons after that, and I'm looking forward to that. There will probably be a DLC in a year, just like every other Monster Hunter as of late, World, Rise, where we get Master or G rank, depending on, what time you played Monster Hunter. There is a lack of Elder Dragons, which feels odd if you're coming from World. So I think Gore is the only, and he's only a half Elder Dragon, if I recall correctly. Quick spoiler, I will put up a flash on the screen right here for people who don't want the story spoiled. I will flash up again when we're not. There's no armor for the current final boss. Kind of dumb. I think that's really weird that they're doing it. But all the theory crafting about what the final boss is potentially has got me pretty excited. But listen, currently, yes, the game sometimes can still be it can be a mess. So get it when it's on sale. I get the feeling after a month or two and a couple of updates, it will be on sale. So I think that'd be the perfect time to pick it up. I'm hoping that this ends up being one of the best Monster Hunters of all time. And yeah, I think that's about it. This is a game that I truly believe you should play before you're gone. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Do that whole thing, press that like button.